Are you ready to change the course of your life in just 7 days? Let's face it, success doesn't happen by accident. It's earned, but it doesn't come from sitting back and waiting for things to fall into place. Success comes from making decisions, taking action, and pushing yourself beyond your limits every single day. This is not some fluffy motivational speech meant to make you feel good for a few minutes. No, this is about real, lasting change. A brutal challenge that will force you to confront your weaknesses and turn them into strengths. It's going to be uncomfortable at times, but that's where the real growth happens. It's the hard things that shape us. In the next 7 days, you'll face your fears, break free from bad habits, and build the foundation for the success you deserve. You'll challenge yourself in ways that push you outside your comfort zone, and you'll discover just how much potential you have inside of you. If you've been stuck in the same place for too long, if you're tired of making excuses, then today is your moment to break free. No more waiting for the right time. That time is now. So, are you ready? Let's dive in. Success is earned, not given. Overnight success is a myth. Let's set the record straight right now. Success doesn't fall into your lap. It doesn't come from wishful thinking, luck, or a one-time burst of effort. Success comes from consistently showing up day after day and giving your best effort, no matter the circumstances. It's not glamorous, and it's certainly not easy, but it is always worth it. Every successful person you've ever admired, whether it's an athlete, an entrepreneur, or a leader, has put in hours, days, and sometimes years of hard work. They've faced setbacks, failures, and doubts, but they kept pushing forward. They knew success wasn't about a single moment. It was about the journey, the commitment to doing the work every single day. If you want success, you have to be willing to do what others won't. You have to embrace the grind, the struggle, and the discomfort. It's all part of the process. No one ever achieves something great by taking the easy road. So, are you ready to put in the work? Are you ready to stop waiting for something to magically happen and start creating your own success? The path to success requires sacrifices. It's about choosing long-term rewards over short-term comfort. It's about understanding that every choice you make has a price. That's the reality of success. You have to give up the things that hold you back. The distractions, the bad habits, the excuses, the things that keep you comfortable but do nothing to move you forward. Success requires discipline. It requires you to say no to things that don't serve your bigger goals. Maybe it's skipping a night out with friends to focus on your work. Maybe it's cutting down on social media time, or waking up earlier to get a head start on the day. These aren't easy choices, but they are necessary if you want to achieve something greater. So, I want you to ask yourself, what are you willing to sacrifice? What are you willing to give up in order to make your dream a reality? Because success doesn't come without sacrifice. The question is, are you willing to pay the price? Success is hard work and discomfort. And here's the thing, you have to be honest with yourself about where you are right now. Are you ready to face your limitations head on and push through them? Because that's what success demands. It's easy to dream about success, to imagine the rewards and the recognition, but the hard truth is that success is built in the moments when no one is watching. It's built in the sweat, the struggle, and the persistence, when it feels like no progress is being made. But that's when growth happens. That's when your character is forged. So take a moment and reflect. Are you truly ready for success? Are you prepared to put in the hard work and the sacrifices? Are you ready to face your own limitations and push past them? Because success is not going to come to you. You have to go after it, no matter how tough it gets. Are you ready to put in the work? Are you ready to face the truth and do what it takes? Because that's where real success begins. The first step to mastering your day is owning your morning. The way you begin your day sets the tone for everything that follows. A morning routine isn't just a luxury, it's a necessity. It's the foundation on which your success is built. Imagine waking up each morning with a clear purpose, a sense of control, and a plan for success. That's what a powerful morning routine can do for you. But let me be clear, it's not about rushing through the motions or going through the same routine just because you've heard it works for others. It's about creating something intentional, something that is uniquely yours and sets you up for success. When you wake up early, when you prioritize your most important tasks, and when you start with a clear and focused mind, you are setting yourself up to win the day. Here's your challenge for today. Implement a 30-minute morning routine to jumpstart your day. It could be as simple as a few minutes of stretching, a bit of journaling, or setting 3 key intentions for the day. Start small, but do it every day. This is how you gain control over your morning, and ultimately your life. Procrastination is the enemy of progress. It keeps you stuck, keeps you playing small, and keeps you from reaching your potential. I know it's easy to get distracted, to tell yourself you'll do it later, or that you need to wait for the perfect time. But that time never comes. The truth is, procrastination is nothing more than a habit that you have the power to break. Why do we procrastinate? It's simple: fear. Fear of failure, fear of judgment, fear of not being good enough. But guess what? That fear is a lie. It's what holds you back. The moment you face it head on, you break its power. And when you take action despite the fear, you gain the momentum to keep going. Here's your challenge for today. Set a specific goal and take immediate action toward it. Don't wait for the perfect moment or for everything to line up perfectly. Take action now. Eliminate distractions, focus on the task, and break the cycle of procrastination once and for all. Action is the antidote to procrastination. Fear is normal. We all experience it. But fear doesn't have to control you. It can actually be your fuel for growth. Think about it. Fear shows up when you're about to step out of your comfort zone, when you're on the verge of something new. And that's exactly where growth happens. Fear is a sign that you're pushing boundaries, that you're about to level up. Instead of running from fear, turn it into a powerful motivator. Use it as a signal to take action. When you face your fear, it loses its power over you. Fear becomes a tool you can use to propel yourself forward, rather than something that keeps you stuck in place. Here's your challenge. Take one action today that you've been avoiding because of fear. It could be something small, like speaking up in a meeting, or something bigger, like pursuing a goal you've been putting off. Don't let fear dictate your decisions. Let it drive you to take bold action. Your habits either build you up or hold you back. Small, consistent habits are the building blocks of success. It's not the big, grand gestures that lead to lasting change. It's the everyday choices. The small decisions you make each day compound over time, creating either the success you desire or the failure you fear. Think about your daily habits. Are they helping you grow? Or are they keeping you stuck? Whether it's how you start your day, what you consume, or how you spend your time, your habits are shaping your future. If you want to change your future, you need to change your habits. Here's your challenge. Identify one bad habit that's holding you back and replace it with a positive one. It doesn't have to be perfect, but it has to be consistent. Over time, this small shift will create massive results. Your mindset shapes your actions and your outcomes. If you believe you're not good enough, not capable, or not deserving of success, then you're right. Your mindset is the filter through which you see the world, and it influences every decision you make. The good news? You have the power to change it. Developing mental toughness and a positive mindset is the key to overcoming obstacles and achieving greatness. Instead of letting negative thoughts take over, replace them with empowering ones. Start seeing challenges as opportunities and mistakes as lessons. When you do this, you'll unlock a new level of potential. Here's your challenge. Practice affirmations and reinforce a growth mindset throughout your day. Every time you catch yourself thinking negatively, stop and replace that thought with something positive. Remind yourself that you are capable, you are worthy, and you are on the path to success. Ideas are meaningless without execution. You can sit around thinking of all the great things you want to do, but until you take action, nothing changes. It's easy to get caught up in planning, thinking, and brainstorming, but at some point you have to stop talking and start doing. To succeed, you must take bold, consistent action. Action turns dreams into reality. Action is what separates the successful from the dreamers. It's not enough to have a vision. You have to get out there and make it happen. Here's your challenge. Choose one major goal you've been thinking about and take immediate action toward it. Don't wait for the perfect time or the right conditions. The time is now. Take action, even if it's just a small step, and watch the momentum build. Reflection is essential for growth. If you want to succeed in the long term, you need to take time to reflect on your journey. What worked? What didn't? Where did you grow, and where do you need to improve? Reflection is how you make adjustments and ensure that you're on the right path. But reflection isn't just about looking back, it's about planning forward. You can't keep going without understanding where you've been and where you want to go. This is your opportunity to reinforce your commitment to success and make a plan for the next steps. Here's your challenge. Journal your progress over the past week. What went well? What challenges did you face? And most importantly, how will you adjust your approach moving forward? Reflect, adapt, and keep moving forward toward your goals. Complacency is a killer. It wraps itself around you slowly, making you believe that where you are is enough. The truth is, most people get comfortable with mediocrity. They convince themselves that good enough is all they need, that striving for more is unnecessary or too much work. But here's the hard truth. If you're comfortable, you're not growing. Complacency is where progress goes to die. It's easy to settle. It's easy to accept a life that's just okay, to go through the motions without really challenging yourself. But deep down, you know that settling for less isn't what you were meant for. You know there's more inside you, more potential, more strength, more success just waiting to be tapped into. So let me ask you, are you willing to accept mediocrity, or are you ready to break out? Are you ready to challenge yourself, to push past your comfort zone, and to demand more from yourself? Greatness doesn't come to those who wait, it comes to those who refuse to settle for anything less than their best. It's time to make a decision. Fear is a powerful force. It stops you from taking risks. It tells you, what if you fail? What if it doesn't work? But let me tell you something, fear is a liar. Fear will keep you stuck in the same place for years if you let it. It's not failure that holds you back, it's your fear of it. Here's the thing about failure, it's not the end of the road, it's simply feedback. When you fail, you learn, you grow. Failure isn't a roadblock, it's a stepping stone on your path to success. If you never fail, you're not pushing hard enough. The only true failure is not trying. So what are you going to do about it? Will you let fear control your life, or will you use failure as a tool to fuel your progress? Remember this, the only real failure in life is the failure to take action. Get comfortable with failing, because that's how you get closer to winning. Success doesn't come from blaming others, it comes from taking full ownership of your life and your actions. Successful people don't sit around waiting for someone else to fix their problems. They look in the mirror and take responsibility for where they are. It's easy to blame circumstances, to point fingers at other people, or to say, it's not my fault. But the truth is, no one is coming to save you, it's on you. Stop making excuses. Stop blaming the economy, your boss, your past, or your upbringing. If you want something different, you have to change. Your mindset, your actions, your approach. No one else can do that for you. You are the one who decides your future. Reality check, if you want different results, you have to change your mindset and your actions. It's not enough to wait for things to magically improve. You need to take responsibility for the life you're creating, because at the end of the day, no one else is going to do it for you. Own your life, own your actions. The power to change is in your hands. Consistency is the secret weapon that most people overlook. We all want big results fast, but what really moves the needle is consistent, small actions over time. It's not the one-time bursts of effort that create success. It's the steady day in and day out commitment to showing up. The small habits you practice every day add up in ways you can't see right away, but they're building the foundation for something great. Think about it. The people who succeed are the ones who keep going when things get tough. They're not the ones who quit after a week of trying. They don't look for shortcuts or instant results. They put in the work consistently, day after day, even when they don't feel like it. Let me ask you, are you willing to commit to the long game? Are you ready to put in the consistent effort, even when progress feels slow? If you are, you're already ahead of the game. Success isn't about doing everything at once, it's about doing the right things over and over again, until they add up to something amazing. Consistency is the true secret to success. Success doesn't happen overnight. It's built slowly and steadily over time. The most successful people aren't the ones who make big flashy moves. They're the ones who have mastered the art of small, consistent actions. Every day, small decisions, small actions. Over time, these small habits add up and create massive change. You don't see it right away, but the compound effect is real. Think of it like planting a tree. The roots grow deep into the earth, slowly but surely, supporting everything above ground. Every small habit you build is like one of those roots. At first, it might seem insignificant, but with time, those roots spread wide and strong. And eventually they support something huge. You may not see the growth immediately, but one day you'll look up and realize how far you've come. Your habits are your foundation. They're what support you on your journey. Make them strong, make them intentional, and watch the extraordinary results unfold. Don't be fooled by instant gratification. True success takes time and consistency. Here's the truth, success isn't about waiting for motivation to strike. It's about showing up every single day, whether you feel like it or not. We all have days where we don't want to get out of bed, where we feel exhausted, or when the last thing we want to do is take action. But that's when you have to keep going. Motivation is fleeting, it comes and goes. But your commitment to your goals, that needs to stay constant. Success doesn't care if you feel motivated, it only cares if you show up, even when it's hard. When you feel like quitting, that's the moment you need to push through. When your commitment is stronger than your excuses, you're already ahead of the game. Keep going, even when you don't feel like it. That's how you build long-term success. You need to track your progress. How do you know if you're improving if you're not measuring your growth? Keeping track of your goals is essential for staying focused and accountable. You don't have to make it complicated. It could be as simple as jotting down your progress in a journal or using an app to track your milestones. The act of tracking doesn't just show you how far you've come, it helps you adjust along the way. It gives you clarity on what's working and what needs tweaking. When you see that progress, even the smallest steps, it reinforces your commitment to the journey. Tracking your progress keeps you motivated, focused, and ready to keep pushing forward. But tracking is only part of the equation. You have to be ready to adjust and evolve. Not every habit you try will work perfectly. Not every method will be the right fit for you. And that's okay. The pursuit of success is not about being perfect. It's about being flexible. If something isn't working, don't get discouraged. Adapt. Change course if you need to. What matters is that you keep moving forward even if the path isn't exactly what you expected. Flexibility is key. Be open to tweaking your methods, your habits, and your mindset. That's how you continue to grow, learn, and succeed. Success is not about rigidly sticking to a plan. It's about adjusting to what works and staying committed to your vision. Keep evolving as you go, stay flexible, and never stop pushing forward. Have you ever felt like no matter how hard you try, something always seems to hold you back? Have you ever thought that maybe the barriers you face are too big to overcome? I want to tell you something important today. Those barriers are not the problem. The real challenge is the mindset you have, the way you think about your potential, your obstacles, and your future. Today, I'm going to show you how a simple shift in mindset can completely change the trajectory of your life. I'm not here to give you empty words or motivational fluff. I'm here to give you real, actionable insights that will help you break through your limits and become the person you've always wanted to be. The key to lasting success isn't about just working harder or waiting for the perfect moment. It's about changing how you think, how you approach challenges, and how you see yourself. So let's dive in, because what you learn here could be the turning point you've been waiting for. Let me ask you something. Do you believe you can grow? Or do you think you're stuck in your current limitations? This is the first shift you need to make, moving from a fixed mindset to a growth mindset. A fixed mindset believes that your abilities are limited, that you're either born with certain talents or you're not. It tells you that failure is a reflection of your inability, that success is for those who already have the skills. But the truth is that mindset holds you back. A growth mindset, on the other hand, understands that your abilities are not set in stone. They can be developed. Every challenge, every failure is an opportunity to grow. If you believe you can improve, if you believe you can learn, then no obstacle will be too big. You'll start to see every setback as just a lesson, not a failure. So ask yourself again, do you believe you can grow? Or are you stuck in thinking that where you are now is where you'll always be? The choice is yours. Now here's something important to understand. Challenges are not obstacles. They are opportunities for growth. Life is like a video game. At each level, things get harder. The challenges become tougher, but it's the challenges that make you stronger. Imagine playing a game where the levels were all easy. Would it be fun? Would you feel any sense of accomplishment? No. It's the tough levels, the ones that make you sweat, that give you the satisfaction of victory when you finally conquer them. The same applies to life. If everything were easy, if you faced no challenges, there would be no growth. The tough moments, the failures, the setbacks, the mistakes are what shape you. They build your character, your resilience, your strength. Every challenge is an opportunity to level up. So when you face difficulties, don't see them as roadblocks. See them as stepping stones that will push you toward becoming a stronger, more capable version of yourself. Embrace the challenge. Rise to the occasion. Your belief in yourself is the starting point for everything. If you don't believe in yourself, no one else will. It doesn't matter how many people cheer you on or how much external validation you get. If you don't believe you can achieve your goals, you won't even take the first step. This is why belief in yourself is crucial. Let me tell you something. You have to believe in yourself, even when no one else does, even when the road ahead seems impossible, even when everyone around you is telling you that it can't be done. Your belief in yourself is your fuel. It's what gets you through the tough times. When things get hard, and they will get hard, you can't rely on others to lift you up. You have to be your own biggest supporter. You have to be the one who tells yourself, I can do this. And when you believe in yourself, you start to take action. You start to push forward, even when the odds are stacked against you. Never underestimate the power of self-belief. It's the foundation of every success story. Now let's talk about adversity. Success is not a smooth ride. It's not about everything going perfectly and falling into place. If you're waiting for a perfect, obstacle-free path to success, you'll be waiting forever. Success is about learning from adversity, turning challenges into stepping stones. When life knocks you down, you have two choices: stay down or get back up. The key to success isn't about avoiding adversity. It's about mastering your emotions in the face of it. If you let your emotions control you when things go wrong, they will take over. You'll get stuck in self-doubt, frustration, and anger. But if you learn to master your emotions, if you can stay calm and focused, you will always find a way to move forward. Let me tell you something. If you don't master your emotions, they will master you. Emotions like fear, anger, and frustration can derail your progress faster than anything else. But when you control your emotions, you gain control over your future. Don't let adversity break you. Use it to fuel your growth. When you face setbacks, don't shrink back. Stand tall, adjust your mindset, and keep moving forward. The adversity you face today is the strength you will have tomorrow. Have you ever found yourself stuck in a cycle of endless planning and talking, but never quite moving forward? Maybe you've spent countless hours imagining success, thinking about how great it would be to achieve your goals. But when it comes down to action, you hesitate. You wonder, where do I even start? Or what if I fail? I want to challenge you today. The only way to move forward is by taking action. Success doesn't come from dreaming. or talking about what you want to do. It comes from doing. So right now I'm going to show you how to break free from that cycle of hesitation and start taking real steps toward your goals. This is not about wishful thinking or vague aspirations. This is about taking control of your future and moving forward with purpose. What I'm about to share with you isn't some motivational fluff. It's a proven strategy to get you into action, to build momentum, and to keep pushing, even when the road gets tough. So let's dive in and turn your goals into action, starting today. Talk is cheap. We've all heard it before, but let me ask you, how many times have you talked about doing something, only to find yourself still in the same place year after year? It's easy to say, I'm going to start working on my goals, but the real game changer is when you actually start doing. Talk is nothing without action. You can plan, you can strategize, you can talk all day about how you're going to change your life, but until you actually take that first step, nothing will happen. Let me tell you something. Stop talking, start doing. It's as simple as that. Action is what separates the dreamers from the doers. Every successful person has one thing in common. They took action. They didn't wait for the perfect moment or for all the stars to align. They simply started. So if you're waiting for the right time or the perfect plan, let me remind you that the time is now. The perfect plan doesn't exist. What matters is that you start. Take one small step today. Do something, anything that gets you closer to your goal. The key to success isn't in the planning, it's in the doing. You've probably heard the saying, motion creates emotion. Well, it's true. When you take action, you create momentum. And momentum is a powerful force. Once you start moving, it becomes easier to keep going. But if you wait for motivation to strike first, you might be waiting forever. Motivation follows action, not the other way around. Waiting for motivation is like waiting for the perfect wind to sail your boat. The reality is, if you don't start paddling, the wind will never come. Here's what I want you to remember. Don't wait for motivation. Move first and motivation will follow. When you start moving, your brain begins to shift. You build energy, you create momentum, and soon you'll find yourself excited and driven to take more action. It's a cycle that builds on itself. The more you do, the more motivated you become. The more motivated you are, the more you get done. It's a snowball effect. So stop waiting for motivation to show up and take the first step. Just move. The rest will follow. Accountability is the secret ingredient that most people overlook when it comes to success. It's easy to set goals and tell yourself that you're going to achieve them, but without someone to hold you accountable, it's easy to let things slide. We're all human. We get distracted, we make excuses, and we fall behind. But when you have someone checking in on you, when you know someone is expecting you to show up and do the work, you're much more likely to stay on track. Let me tell you, find an accountability partner, or at the very least, track your progress daily. The simple act of tracking your progress is a powerful motivator. It shows you how far you've come and keeps you focused on where you need to go. An accountability partner takes this a step further by making you responsible for your actions. This isn't about someone criticizing you or being a constant reminder of what you haven't done. This is about someone who genuinely cares about your success and will push you when you need it most. So find someone who will keep you accountable, or if that's not possible, start holding yourself accountable by writing down your goals and progress each day. You'll be amazed at how much this can shift your mindset. Resilience is the key to bouncing back from setbacks. Let's face it, no journey to success is smooth. You will encounter failure, disappointment, and challenges. That's a guarantee. The question is, how will you respond? Will you let setbacks knock you down and keep you there? Or will you rise stronger and more determined than before? Resilience is what separates those who achieve their goals from those who give up when things get tough. It's not about avoiding adversity, it's about learning how to navigate through it. Fall down 7 times, get up 8. That's the mindset you need. Every time you face a challenge, every time you fall, get back up, keep going. No matter how many times you fail, the only way to fail permanently is to stop trying. Success isn't about avoiding failure, it's about having the resilience to keep moving forward after each setback. Life will knock you down, but it's your ability to stand back up that determines your success. So when life hits you hard, remember this: your strength isn't in how many times you've fallen, it's in how many times you've gotten back up. Keep going. You've got this. Have you ever felt like the world is moving forward, but you're stuck in place, wondering how to break free? You've tried, maybe even failed a few times, but the fear of stepping up keeps you paralyzed. Today I'm asking you to make a choice. Right now, this moment, you can decide to take the leap. This isn't about waiting for the stars to align or for the perfect opportunity to knock on your door. This is about making a decision to step up and face the challenges head on. The journey to success is not easy, but it's worth every ounce of effort. Let me guide you through the final test. It's a test of your commitment, your courage, and your willingness to step outside your comfort zone. It's about facing fear, embracing discomfort, and taking action. Are you ready to make that choice? To step up and start living the life you've always dreamed of? The choice is yours. Let's go. This challenge isn't easy, but it's worth it. We've talked about mindset, action, and resilience, but now comes the real test. Are you willing to push yourself beyond your comfort zone for 7 days? It may sound simple, but I want you to commit to a full week of growth. 7 days where you wake up with intention, take action, and push through the obstacles that will come your way. It's not about perfection, it's about showing up every day, doing the work, and refusing to quit. The biggest barrier to success is not your circumstances, it's your fear of change. You don't need to be perfect, but you do need to be consistent. For 7 days, challenge yourself to move beyond your comfort zone. You'll face doubt, you'll face discomfort, and yes, you might even face failure. But I promise you, if you stay committed for just 7 days, you will see growth. The first step is always the hardest. So are you ready to take it? Success doesn't happen overnight, but today can mark the start of your journey. I want you to understand something. The choice to start is more important than any excuse you can come up with. We all have reasons why we haven't taken action yet. Life's busy, we're overwhelmed. Maybe we don't feel ready. But let me tell you this, you will never feel ready. The time will never be perfect. Success begins when you stop waiting and start doing. Your future begins today. Commit to the challenge now, no more excuses. Take action, even when it's hard. Show up for yourself. Commit to 7 days of pushing yourself to be better. You can make excuses, or you can make progress. The choice is yours. So what are you waiting for? Success is a choice. The 7-day challenge is your first step toward transformation. This is more than just an opportunity, it's a turning point. You can continue down the same path you've been on, making excuses and wondering what could have been, or you can choose to step up. You can choose to take control of your life and start making progress toward your goals. If you want success, take this brutal 7-day challenge. No more hiding behind doubts, no more delaying your future. Step into your greatness. For 7 days, commit to action, growth, and resilience. Success will follow, but only if you take that first step. So are you ready? If you want to change your life, start today. The time is now.